Hello, hello everybody, and welcome back to some more Dead Rising 2. No Kel again this time. I think it's going to be one of those things where if he comes on, it'll be a nice pleasant surprise. I think he's getting a bit too busy to come on.
We'll get him someday, people. Don't worry.
I think it's just the curse of Dead Rising 2. No one can stick around for the entire thing. But anyway, I actually can't remember what we were going to be doing for this video. I should probably really double check these vids, especially since it's been so long since I've last recorded some of them, but oh well.
I'm gonna be drinking my coffee.
Alrighty then, sounds great. I already drank my coffee.
I could make slurping noises, but it's kind of hot right now and I don't want to burn myself.
Just get a funnel
Coffee
and
is
just...
hot right now. The weather outside is actually quite nice.
Why don't you just get a funnel and just pour it straight down into your stomach? It won't burn.
If it burns, I wasn't ready.
Yeah, I mean, you won't burn your mouth and your throat, and the stomach acid will nullify it, so it's all good. But
I don't think that's how stomach acid works.
It's how it should work. But, anyway, I do have a little bit of news in terms of, I guess, YouTubing and recording. I am thinking of trying to get, like, my old systems up and running again and recording footage that way. But I found out that OBS and the Elgato that I used to have, apparently the Elgato that I have is too old, so I had to go get a new one. Because apparently it's no longer supported, which sucks. So, hopefully in a few days to maybe next week from when we're recording this, I'll have footage, or be able to start recording more footage. And basically I'm just saying all this is just because for doing the Master's Quest version of Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, it's going to be a little while. That's all. Have you thought about doing any streaming or whatever, Gok?
No, it's not a thing I have any plans of doing right now.
Nah.
Nah.
No, just not a fan of like hanging out with the people and shooting the shit. Asking for dollar bills from people.
Putting myself in a sexy outfit.
And then when someone complains, oh sorry, I can't tip this month, I'm running low, you immediately start bitching at them that it's only $5.
Yeah, basically. I shake my ass for you for this? For nothing?
Cool.
Anyway, so if you combine a lead pipe with fireworks, you can make a rocket launcher. Which is also coincidentally the weapon that the magician was using.
I thought it would make the Ted Kaczynski combo.
I'm actually trying to think what would be the Ted Kaczynski kind of weapon. I guess the IED, which is a propane tank and nails, or maybe the Hail Mary? But either way, those are some fun weapons too. So
That's
what's
not a one-hit kill.
what's
The
the rocket launcher?
yeah.
If it hits a zombie, yes, but sometimes if their zombie can survive the blast radius, so yeah, so like I hit him there, completely blew him up, but yeah, it just knocked that woman over. So it's an alright weapon, but not really my cup of tea. Although, I am stocking up because this game is going to get a bit difficult pretty quickly in the next hour. So, I have to get prepared.
Get more Tesla coils.
Yeah, the Tesla coil, it's a fun weapon, but it's not super good. Honestly, it's the Wolverine claws that are the best weapon, just because they're fast, they're efficient, they do a lot of damage, and the combo pieces that you need to make them are pretty abundant and right outside the safe house. So
Can we stock? Can you stock on weapons or just the stuff to make them?
just the stuff to make them, like you can see I have like an inventory, and that's how much inventory space that I have to work with, and you have to balance that with like healing items and books if you want to be good at certain aspects or what have you. And there's not really like a chest system like there is in Resident Evil, if that's what you're asking.
It's a shame.
I mean, not really. I mean, everything is so overabundant, and the way that the game is designed and is supposed to be played, it's sort of like you're always scrounging for your stuff. So, I don't see it as a big deal.
It would be funny to roll around with like 5 Tesla coils, just rolling them around.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of did what you're asking in Dead Rising 3, and that really makes the game, like, insanely easy. Like, it's pretty silly how, like, not of an issue it is when you can just stock up on, like, the best items, like, immediately.
I know you didn't hear that because of the setup, but in the background at some point I sounded like a woman was saying no.
Yeah, yeah. For some reason, you hear random people just crying and stuff. I don't know why. I mean, they're technically safe. They just have to be bored in this area for a few days.
It is kind of funny how they were not crying when you rescued them. Like, now is that the despair hit you?
Well, yeah. I mean, when you're about to get killed, that's when all the adrenaline and is going through your body, so you're having fun.
Oh, I'm seeing people get disemboweled.
Yeah, I guess I'm just wasting time here, but yeah, I'm just
Isn't that
showing
one
off.
of the hookers?
One of them was the hooker, but the other, the one woman there was a construction worker.
Oh my goodness, they're all They are all in sync.
So that you get a nice stereo effect going, so of them all crying in your ear.
Yeah, basically. Oh, there's a girl in a bright outfit there.
Yeah, we rescued her in the first video that we did reintroducing this series. She was the one that we rescued from the incel. Yeah, I can see you haven't been doing your homework, Goke, by rewatching the entire series up to this point.
Yes, I'm egotistical. I only watch stuff that has my voice in it.
Which is funny considering that you keep telling me you hate the sound of your voice.
It's neither here nor there, okay?
Oh, okay.
Has your... Oh, is that how many doses you have?
Uh,
Zombrex?
yeah, Zombrex 2, that's how many doses of Zombrex that I have. And you can actually find more Zombrex than you actually need.
I always expect so.
And you can also buy Zombrex from the looters in this game, but there's enough of it just lying around for free to grab if you know where to look.
Aren't you supposed to be watching TK?
I like how his kid looks like she's in her 30s.
Don't worry. He's out cold.
Sorry, who looks like they're in their 30s?
His kid.
Hey, looks like they're coming over the bridge.
Some of those quirks of yeah, for some reason in in the Xbox 360 era, they were still making kids that look 30 years older.
I mean, yeah, she doesn't exactly look young, but I wouldn't say she's like 30. I mean, I don't know.
One of those adults with proportional dwarfism.
Yeah, maybe.
That is one of the most uncanny things you can see in person, by the way. A person with, like, an adult person with proportional dwarfism. It is such an odd thing to see. Like,
Well, yeah,
I
because
saw
they have like
once-
really big heads but tiny bodies.
no, it's proportional. So, like, their appearance is, like, you can see in their faces that they're not kids. But everything about them just looks minuscule, and it's really weird. I saw once, like, an old lady, when I used to work in a lab, I saw an old lady like that. I don't know if she was, like, she was probably not even 140.
Mm-hmm.
For the Amerimutt right there, 140 is like 410, I think, or something.
First kill belongs to Daddy, sweetheart.
Well, she looks happy.
Yeah, first kill belongs to him. So,
Have at it, boys.
Is it
and then
Lara?
like a true manager, he just sits back and relaxes.
Are these guys mercenaries or the military?
The military. So, the way that it was explained is that it takes them 3 days to do a perimeter of where the outbreak happened to make sure no zombies got out, and then they work their way in to get the survivors.
Is this another game where the military are the assholes all along?
No, that was technically the first game, but this one, it's someone else is the big villain all along.
Okay.
Because it's a Capcom game, therefore it always has to be someone else is the big asshole.
Oh, he gotta go up.
Drop, you son of a bitch! Come on!
For the head, asshole.
Well, that went south quickly.
Oh, wow.
Can't see shit in this fog.
Well, good thing the green fog doesn't affect humans, just the zombies.
Sarge! Gotta get us out of here!
Well, the other ones are just too stupid to aim for the head.
Yeah, and now you got a Saving Private Ryan moment. Have you seen that movie, Saving Private Ryan? Because I've only seen the, like, the first bit of it, where they stormed Normandy Beach.
Yeah, that scene was a happy one. Yeah, I've seen that movie a long time ago. And yeah. Oh, by the way, the old lady that I was mentioning before, like the one with proportional dwarfism,
Mm-hmm.
I think I remember very neatly because she was so tiny. She had her hands like she had her hands on the balcony of the lab, and you could only see her face. Like that's how small she was. Like, imagine if you like took a child
Just happened.
and just aged her up like 60 years without any difference in size. That's what you see basically.
It's Rebecca.
Mm-hmm.
What is she thinking?
She's a journalist. She has to be retarded in these games.
Didn't you see?
Yeah. I will give her credit, though. She's at least doing actual journalism and not whatever the fuck journalists these days do.
She's not waiting for Twitter.
There's another
Yeah, she's not waiting on Twitter for the first person to tell him that Sam Hyde did the genocide.
problem with the rescue operation. There'll be another attempt in 24 hours. If it looks like there's any survivors.
What do you mean you're understanding?
It looks like the culprit for the zombie outbreak was Russian terrorist SamMcKdamn.
It was supposed to
Yeah.
happen like this. I'm the only reserve man who made it here alive. And I'm doing my damnedest.
And what if that rescue fails? Huh? Everything else is gone.
How many
wrong
of this
so
guy
far.
survives to the end?
This guy?
Firebombing.
Yeah.
It's the only way to get rid of them. Good.
Yeah, he survives for a good amount.
Come on. I said to the end, not for a good amount.
Hey, you don't know. A good amount could mean to the end.
If those things can take out the military,
I just really like that trope of the veteran soldier. They're like the guy who's really badass but old.
Yeah. Let's see. No, I was just thinking that when Rebecca said, "Be careful," if those things could take out the military, and I was just thinking, like, yeah, the difference between me and the military is that I have orange juice. Anyway.
And I can make electric balls.
Indeed. Anyway, so the thing about these new super zombies is that they're tougher and do more damage, and they're faster. So those are obvious. But also, if you use the queen bees to try and get rid of them, it does not work. So they just sort of get more agitated by the fact that you use the queen bees to try and clear out a wave. And the other thing about them is they will also puke at you, and if they puke at you, that stuns you. So they're very annoying.
Oh, what's in the stall, bathroom stall, by the way?
That's how you save the game. So you use a urinal or a toilet, and that's how you save outside of like checkpoints.
Well,
What? What's a more reasonable way to save the game? Using a typewriter?
taking a typewriter, you're like just taking the time occasionally to write a love letter.
Dear Diary. Anyway, so these survivors are the ones that were in that secret area, and this is you have to find them at that secret time that's unmarked in order for them to appear here. And there's also two military men who survive, and you can get them as well as survivors. And
Gretchen.
yeah, that's her name. And those two military men, I think that's after them. Those are like the last of the survivors.
Gretchen is just a really amusing name for me for reasons that I will not undisclose right now.
Alright. I'm going to assume it was the name of your ex-lover. But, I don't know. Gretchen is like one of those old-timey names, like, oh shoot, what's another one? Like Hagatha? Or,
Agatha.
yeah, like...
Oh, which reminds me, The Amazing Digital Circus they're making new episodes now.
Yeah, I saw that they made a second one. I haven't actually watched it, though.
Yeah. This is like just a second, because the first one was the pilot, right? So
yeah, so...
wouldn't that be episode 0?
I don't know. The way that, I never really liked the whole, like, pilot is episode 0, and then episode 1 is really episode 1, even though it's like... what's the fucking point? Just call it episode 1, who cares? Because, especially since, like, some episodes, or some TV series will count the pilot as 1, and then others count it as 0.
I remember, like, I saw, like, many months ago, a bunch of people making memes of the character Pomni, and I just thought it was a video game.
Yeah, I thought it was a video game too, but no, it was actually a pretty well done TV sort of pilot. I did see the actual pilot, and it was fun. One other thing I forgot about the super zombies is that whenever you kill one, they do spawn a queen. So that's one positive about them.
Whenever you kill one?
Yeah, whenever you kill one of the super zombies, it spawns a queen. And the thing about the queens is that if you catch one and you catch it into like a glass jar, and then when you smash the glass jar, it kills all the zombies in an area. You can also sometimes find the queens on regular zombies if they're trying to, like, scratch at the back of their neck.
So you just see a bunch of zombies just explode in a second.
Yeah, so...
Is that like something like an achievement for, like, when you reach certain milestones on zombie killing? Like if you hit 10,000, you gain.
Yes. Every like few thousand, like every threshold, you do get extra experience. But the other thing is that there are like achievements where if you kill certain amounts, then yeah, you get an achievement for it. And the big one being in Dead Rising 1, it was killing 553,000. No, it was 53,596 zombies. Was it 90? No, it was 94. Because that was the population of Willamette where the game took place.
Well, the thing is big number. The answer is big number. Okay.
Well, it's big number, but it's important because in Dead Rising 2, they changed it to 53,596. So you're probably wondering why is it up by 2? And the reason for that is because Left 4 Dead, the first one, had an achievement where you had to kill 53,595 zombies. So it's all connected.
Capcom wasn't about to let the Gaijin win them over on that one. No, not win over them. Win them over is completely different. English is retarded. Like what? Like it's.
I mean, we have this conversation all the time. It is a very retarded language, but, you know, you make do.
God, even the French have a better understanding of preposition usage than you guys.
I'm not much of a linguist, so I'll... You know what, I'll just say it. What the fuck does preposition mean?
Preposition is part of the connectives of a language.
Oh.
It's prepositions and conjunctions.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know too much about languages. I just speak the shit. And say good enough.
It's picking good enough for me.
Yeah, there was this old cartoon that wasn't too good called Bromwell High. And it was about basically a high school in Britain that was very like...
That's the first problem.
Well, it was
a cartoon about a high school in Britain.
Well, the idea behind it was that it was very much a like it was what's the, like the low class of British culture. Like there's the Bronx and like America kind of thing, but
in regards to location, I don't know. In regards to class, like there is certain stereotypes, like the chavs.
Yeah, well, basically it was like really troublesome youths and like poor people would go there. Anyway, and there was this one girl who was failing English, and she said, "Oh God, why is this shit so hard? I speaks the bitch."
That sounds like something the Brits would say.
I don't know.
Do you think we'll
that was like
miss
the
the
one
Brits?
thing about that show I still remember.
Do you think we'll miss the Brits in 50 years' time when they are an extinct species?
I guess it depends on definition of extinct. Are we talking about like the whole society as a whole collapses, or are they going to sink into the ocean? Is the British language in of itself going to be erased or somehow?
Can you imagine if Britain sinks into the ocean? The rest of Europe looks confused and thinks, was this an act of God? And if it was, is it gonna happen to us? Because if the Brits could not be saved, what about us?
No, I just find it weird that at one point Britain basically ruled the world, but before that it was like Italy that ruled the world, although they were called the Romans at the time. And it was just kind of funny. It was like, oh yeah, they ruled all this shit, and then nope, it all failed.
That's because it fails because, well, first of all, World War II came up and Britain was really weakened, and the Empire was never very profitable.
Jonesy, I need ammo.
Wow. So he just went insane.
We'll have an evac.
Yeah, he's having a he went full shell shock.
Left flank.
Chuck?
Ah, so he's just one of the psychopaths now.
Yep, he's a psychopath now, and we have to.
Unless he's saving her for later.
Yeah, maybe that too, but who knows?
Oh, yeah, but basically the thing with the Empire is that I think the Empire cost more for the Brits to maintain than it made profit. Like,
So
I was
that's
saying,
why
like,
they left India. Okay, it had nothing to
Yeah.
do with Gandhi.
well, really, Gandhi wouldn't have such an easy time if it wasn't right after World War II, because Britain was really weakened, after World War II, and they just couldn't maintain anymore. It was just easier to let them have the country. We can't maintain it. We can't maintain the occupation there. So, and I think I saw like when Britain was the
Yeah, that's a full combo, and you can't get out of it when he gets you in it. So you just kind of have to sit there and take it.
yeah. When Britain was engaged with the slave trade, I think all the profit from the slave trade was something like 0.1, half a percentage of their GDP at the time.
So $4.
Yeah, for perspective, the raising of sheep in Britain, like just in the Great British Isles, was a larger percent of the GDP than slave trade. So like it was really, and I think in general like the costs over time just maintaining an empire, because to maintain an empire you gotta spend an exorbitant amount on military, on technology, on logistical resources. By the end of the day, just realize, okay, the empire is kind of more trouble than it's worth. Wow.
Yeah, he's a real dickhead, and he also does that move where he just sprays the entire room like that. But thankfully, well, actually, no, that's actually a good point to really get him. But, yeah.
What I'm thinking about is how it would be to use the Tesla coil on him.
Worthless zombie did me in.
Honestly, the Tesla coil isn't that great, especially since there's only like one area in the entire game you can get the bingo cage.
That's a shame.
You ain't gonna bite me. You ain't gonna turn me.
You should start running right now.
One of you.
No, that's fine. He hasn't pulled the pin yet.
Yeah, you don't wait for that kind of stuff. That is, it's kind of hilarious how ridiculously exaggerated they made a grenade.
My
Yeah.
leg's a little...
We better get back to the bunker.
Cause like, oh boy.
Alright,
Yeah,
to
what
the
were we
safe house.
talking about?
We were talking about how sexy Rebecca is.
I don't think it was that, but okay. Yeah,
Look,
yeah, grenades are very much not what is depicted. Ironically, probably like the games that... if you want to be realistic, well, nobody wants to be realistic when it comes to grenade, because they're much more fun when they are just a massive, when they're just like a bomb. But in general, like grenades are not that strong. Most of the damage they do is from shrapnel, actually.
I know you can get this car under if you just do it at a right angle, or if it's damaged enough or something. So, which is why I'm stubbornly trying to get it through here.
Yeah, it sounds really... sounds like a really dickheadish move to just have this cart and not being able to get out of it.
Yeah. So I was like, fine, I'll just go.
I thought...
I'll just fucking go underneath the blockade and then get to the other car just on the other side.
I thought you were gonna toss her in the car.
No, the
Is
game
there any
is...
specific reason why romantic music is playing when you look at the map?
Yeah, it's like mall theme. It's like very calming music, because the idea is that, you know, the mall's music is on a set loop kind of thing.
and now they went to Bossa Nova.
Yeah, so it changes. But, yeah, that was sort of a thing about Dead Rising 1 anyway, is because the announcements and music and everything were on a set pattern of when they would activate during the game as you were playing, and then everything would shut off at, I think it was 10 o'clock. And then at 10 o'clock, all the lights go dark and it's hard to see. But since this is Vegas, it's a party all day, every day. So
Yeah, Rebecca's having the time of her life.
don't worry, she just sprained her ankle and I'm just stabbing her. It's fine.
Can you use her as a weapon?
No, unfortunately not. When you're carrying a survivor, all you can do is kick. And also, by the sounds of it, it seems like my backyard neighbor is up, and yep, they are kicking the shit out of the fence, so... If you guys hear that, I apologize.
Actually, can you keep the voices in our heads entertained for a bit? I'm gonna go grab some coffee.
Okay. Alright, so... I think after I drop off Rebecca here, I'm going to rescue the military survivors. Because I can't remember... Because if... the one major thing that... Oh, I drank the beer too quickly, so now I'm throwing up. Feels bad. But anyway, the reason I'm doing the Rebecca first and then going for the survivors is simply because fucking vomit, god damn it. Anyway, reason why I'm going for the Rebecca first and then the survivors is because I think one of the survivors is also injured and it's easier to just carry them and... God damn it, piece of shit. Oh my god, you have to go through the vomiting animation? Oh, Jesus.
You're sounding like a streamer now.
Look, man. I drank some beer too quickly, and now I'm throwing up all over the place. And when you drink the beer too quickly, if you drink 3 beers in a row, or the drinking cap, like take 3 sips of it too quickly, you get sick and you start throwing up. And I believe you have to throw up like 3 times before you get, quote, cured of it.
I was just amused. I'm just amused that You got me thinking like this thing because when one of the books I used to learn to study Japanese, there is this point that looks so hokey.
What happened to the zombies out there?
Nice angle though.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, is this going to be going back to the reason why we had to cancel that one recording?
No,
Okay.
Sound like some good shit.
but there was one of the example sentences that they had in it because like I bought a dozen beers and drank them all yesterday.
What's going on, TK? Where'd
Like-
you get the gas?
A dozen beers. Why? Like I'm not even gonna ask how can you drink a dozen beers by yourself, but why would you do that? Like, because here's the thing. Like to me, after the first can of beer, I'm just not enjoying it anymore. So-
superstar, angry over his wife's death. You put
So really, wait. Why would you drink a dozen beers?
Probably some
Let's see. I would say if you could drink a dozen beers, you're either a severe alcoholic or the beer is super fucking weak.
Yeah, because you gotta be a compulsion thing because I don't know.
Well, to be fair, there's
If
also people who are like genuine alcoholics. They can easily down like a bottle of vodka a day, kind of thing.
because the thing is like I don't know. It's different for people because if I'm in a party, I'm probably gonna drink more than one beer. But if I'm by myself, I can drink more than one. Because after the first one, I'm just not enjoying it. So, like you're down in one night.
The door. It's been
The fact that in one night you would just down a dozen just by yourself, it just sounds so. I don't know. To me, it sounds really unpleasant.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It could also just be one of those things where it's like you drink a beer and then when you start getting drunk, you sort of stop taking count of how many you're down, and it kind of becomes water at that point, you know? There was this one thing that I saw where it was a... fuck, what was it? It was a place in Africa where... I can't remember the exact country in Africa. But it was... they had a really huge alcohol problem where they would constantly be making... what was it? I can't remember if it was gin or some other alcohol, but it was like some really strong shit. And
Is that guy on his underwear one of the guys who beating poker?
he was in his he was wearing a towel, yes.
Okay.
But yeah, no, the one but no, they were apparently they were so like addicted to like making this and drinking like this super alcohol or whatever, to the point where it was like, oh yeah, we make this and then we just drink the shit out of it. And someone asked them, well, what about beer? Like, what do you guys drink beer? And they're like, no, that's basically water for us.
Goodness gracious. It's a village in Africa.
Yeah, I'll have to see if I can try and find the video and then show it to you, but
Jesus, that is a mess. Is he occasionally stopping to cough because of the something the zombies did, or is it a particular event of this story?
I think it's something the zombies are doing. I'm pretty certain because it might be some of the super zombies and they're doing something. I don't know. But anyway, we got ourselves a makeshift fucking motor, and now we get to close the door by mashing A really, really hard.
Goodness.
And,
Oh, you're gonna squeeze one of them?
kind of.
Oh.
We got a broom caught in there.
I think I got most of them.
Dad, I knew you'd get them.
What happened to Sullivan? He's supposed to be keeping this place secure. Or is leaving your post part of standard operating procedure?
I'm gonna find out.
Alright, what happened to good old Sullivan?
He went for his bathroom break. You know how it is at that age.
Yeah. You dumbass.
Now I have to waste my Zombrax on you.
Yeah, and that is a genuine thing you have to do. To get the best ending in the game, you have to use Zombrex on TK.
The last thing I knew, I was sitting by the door like usual.
Is he the villain?
Next thing
Who is?
The final. This guy, is he the final boss?
TK?
Well, given no, the old man here. Given that
I can tell you right now, that isn't gonna happen again.
You gotta get me Zombrex, Chucky. And you gotta move.
Well,
Gotta toss him out.
well,
I'm
you just
impressed that
said
he managed to lose to a zombie woman who is like
He hasn't turned.
a foot lower than him. A
Some
foot
people
shorter
are
than
just
him.
more resistant to the infection than others.
I can set you free, man. You gotta help me.
okay, but just a genuine question: what makes you think that Sullivan is the final boss?
I don't know, just the way the story has been developing in the past in this section. It just saying it sounds like it's trying to set him up as the villain.
Well, I guess you'll just have to wait and see.
Of survivors at the official emergency shelter were proven false when a military rescue team entered the shelter.
I wonder how speedruns of this game work.
And everyone already dead. Contact with the rescue team was abruptly lost as they attempted to exit the city. They are now presumed to have also perished in the outbreak. In light of this new information, the president has ordered the immediate eradication of everything within the quarantine zone. Military bombers are preparing to execute these orders at precisely 7 o'clock. Our thoughts go out to the
You think I'm still paranoid?
They just got the wrong information. Now calm down and relax.
So we saved Mr. Obama for nothing. That's how he pays us.
Look, he died in the. He was one of the survivors we got, and then he also died in the outbreak, as the news reported.
And take control.
Go out there? Are you out of your mind?
Look, let's just try and stay calm and think our way out.
No, that's just what the TV wants us to believe, man.
To get blasted off this
Obama is just controlling everything from the shadows.
Hell, they'll come get everyone.
I
This
fi-
is the story of
I just realized that kind of doubles as a commentary on modern politics.
Get the hell out of here.
There's more going on here than just a heist. First the gas, and now this.
But don't worry, people. I don't think Obama is the one controlling everything.
But
It's obviously the military,
the media with that
military-industrial complex.
And he couldn't order
Yeah.
a military firebombing. This is bigger than TK. Way bigger.
Look, I know we've all been through a lot in the past few days, but don't go making it worse and start making things up.
Rebecca, can we look at the video you took during the rescue?
I got a great angle from
I
the
didn't
roof.
notice it at the time. Everything was happening so fast. The gas. It looks like it's coming from underground.
And that's where we'll find out more.
Whoa, buddy. Those tunnels are gonna be
And
crawling with those gas zombies.
since this is a Capcom game, you know what
Going down there is
underground
just
means,
like
right?
Sewer level.
Choice now.
we all got choices.
No, not the sewer level. That's where the super secret laboratories are.
You've got your story. Don't go losing your head
Oh.
over this.
Because they're always
If the- if-
underground
if-
in Capcom games.
If this was a FromSoft game, it would be like it would be just a swamp, a poisonous swamp.
Is there always a poisonous swamp in like every From Software game? Because I know there's like the big one in Dark Souls 1. And I think the only poison thing that I can think of in Dark Souls 2 was those shitty ass spitting statues.
I think there is one in. I know there is one poisonous area in. I think it's not. I think it's not dictated as. It's not as specified to be poison story wise. It's just like the plague, but it basically works like poison in Demon Souls. It's basically disease you gotta be worried about. And then there's the big one in in Dark Souls 1, which, well, that was never a problem to me because I always get the Rust Iron Ring first. So, and that's an item that makes you walk like normal in the swamp. But I know, I think there, I know for sure there are one in Dark Souls 3 and in, what's the other one? Elden Ring.
I haven't played Elden
But
Ring,
yeah,
so
yeah. Miyazaki has a big hard-on for poisonous swamps. I don't know what got him in his childhood, but probably should talk to a psychologist about that because
or go to a clinic and clear out the STD if he has a hard-on for poison and disease.
yeah, that guy just. I don't know if maybe Miyazaki is just one of those rare kinds of vampires that sustains himself through the negative emotions of people. So he just makes poisonous swamp levels to because the spite emanating from the player just sustains him.
Yeah.
Maybe we're gonna know about that in 100 years' time when we're all
Oh, he's spazzing out.
dying.
He's dead.
Yeah, no, we're all dying and the Miyazaki stays the same age.
Well, like Dorian Gray situation.
Yeah, he sustains himself through the hate created from the poisonous swamp levels, which are still nowhere half as cancerous as Tomb of the Giants was. Tomb of the Giants is the level that made me wish it was legal to punch some of the FromSoft developers.
To be honest, I don't remember Tomb of the Giants. I don't remember, like, if you told me names of a lot of the...
Did one of them just shot each other?
They're trying to shoot at the zombies, so if they accidentally shoot each other, then, I don't know, I guess it happens.
You gotta go in the menu and disable friendly fire. Yeah.
Nah, friendly fire is what makes games fun. But, so what was Tomb of the Giants? Like, if you actually describe it, I might remember it.
It's that level right past the catacombs where you can't see beyond, like, 2 feet in front of you.
Oh, is
Which
that
is
the one where you
probably-
fight the boss fight is, like, in a dark void?
No, that is the Abyss. Where you fight the 4 kings. The 4 kings, which I beat first try when I was playing the game, and in every other playthrough they just gave me crap. That bothers me. Like, I beat them first, legit. First time ever I fought them, I beat them. Then in my second playthrough, they give me a lot of crap. They start like, and I have to do that fight like 5 times.
I should probably replay the Dark Souls games because, like, I did streams of them back when I streamed on YouTube initially, and then I moved to Twitch, and now I'm planning to go back to YouTube because Twitch has gone full cancer mode. But
Tomb of the Giants is where you fight the level where you fight Nito, and also here you fight probably the worst, one of the second worst enemy in the game. Because the worst are the bone wheels, and whoever programs the bone wheels should be forcefully castrated.
oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you fight those insufferable giant zombie dogs, skeleton dogs, and it's, God, what a horrible level that is. First of all, level where you can't see in like 2 feet in front of you. I don't care whatever in-game explanation you have. That just should never be a thing. And if you make it a thing, you deserve what comes to you, okay?
Did you try lighting a torch?
Yeah, like the means that you have, like,
lasted this long, TK. But you are one lucky bastard.
yeah, there are
Thing
means
is
of
luck, little man, is the superior genes. My daughter takes this better than you.
Well, you also don't stab it into his arm like a fucking dickhead.
It's a real shame she has to die.
pushing his luck a bit too much right there.
Yeah.
Don't mess with the face.
But yeah, there are means that you can that they can use to make the Tomb of the Giants less horrible. But they're all annoying in a certain way. Like, you can get a light spell, but that involves investing. But depending on your build, it involves wasting some levels in intelligence, which might not be your thing.
Oh god, not intelligence. What would you ever do knowing how to navigate a situation?
Yeah, all intelligence does. Intelligence rules magic, like sorcery, so you have to use it to get certain spells. Like, to get a light spell, you gotta have a minimum of 12 intelligence, I think.
Yeah. I do
You
know
gotta
that
have-
when it came to the builds that I did in Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, for the first one, I didn't know what I was doing. And I kind of made like a janky pyromancer that went full hovel build by the end. In the second one, I went more of a dual-wielding katana because they had the, I think it was the poise system, where if you held two of the same item, you could do extra special attacks or whatever.
Good.
Oh, I think poise is the thing that governs your stability. Like, if you break the enemy's poise, they get staggered.
Maybe, but there was a thing that they did where if you held two of the same item, you could do like special attacks or whatever. And then in the third one, I made Gandalf. And apparently, Gandalf in the third one is like the worst Dark Souls to do that in because apparently magic is garbage in 3. Which, I don't know, maybe. I didn't really care enough to really run the numbers. I had fun. What kind of builds did you go for?
Both times I beat the game, it was with a melee build. I used it was the Black Knight Halberd, the Mask of the Child, and yeah, I basically paired up Mask of the Child and Grass Crest Shield, so stamina would recover fast, and then Silver Knight armor. Silver Knight armor, so that because it allows me to get like I don't have to fat roll, and I still have a good enough defense. So basically, that was my like halfway through the game. That's basically how I. It's usually the setup that I have halfway through the game, and I stick with that for the rest of the game.
Yeah. Oh, and here's one of like the 3 areas where you can find a fucking blender. Blenders, if you can mix food items and get fun results. And
Make a smoothie.
yeah, you make smoothies, and the smoothies give you superpowers. The best one is Quick Step, though, because you run twice as fast. And they do that thing that's kind of lazy, where they just speed up your animation so it looks really funny. But, yeah, unfortunately in Dead Rising 2, they made it so that it's really hard to actually find blenders. unlike in Dead Rising 1, where they were a little out of the way, but not so out of the way that they were hard to find. And then in Dead Rising 3, it's like, don't even bother. Aside from the fact that there was an upgrade or to make smoothies wherever, finding blenders is like one per section, and the sections are massive, so it's like no point. But anyway, gotta stock up on some orange juice. What's up?
I'm looking at how much orange juice there's there.
Hey man, orange juice is the best healing item in the game, alright? So...
Oh, dude, you just killed a guy while he was smelling the flowers. That was mean.
That ain't manly shit. He deserved it. Everyone knows that if you don't do manly shit at every opportunity in the game, then or at every point that you're alive, then obviously you're not a real man. You've seen the video I sent you.
Which one?
Not a man. It's the one where the guy's eating a bowl of nuts and bolts, and he drinks it down with some beer, and then he gets called out for it.
Because it's beer and not oil.
No.
No, I have not seen that video actually.
Oh. Oh, and by the way, here is the secret upgrade item that the game does not tell you about whatsoever. You just have to figure it out. You mix nectar with a queen, and you get this thing. It's basically a super queen that follows you around and just randomly stings zombies and kills them. So, overall, it's alright. I don't think it's worth trying to combine items that don't have the gear icon, because anything that has a gear icon is an indicator that it's a combo item. So, also it's very weird that it's a food item and a fucking a queen bee.
I find it weird that you just elbow dropped a bunch of zombies on top of the stairs. Because if you fall in a bad way and go onto those stairs, it's gonna be a horrible day. The rest of the day.
It's fine. What were we talking about before I started talking about the nectar and the bee?
The video about not being a man. Did you send me that video?
Yeah, I did. And I guess, yeah, you missed it. Oh well. I'll have to send it again.
A guy eating a bowl of nails.
Yeah, basically. And
Yeah.
he was called out because real men eat their nuts dry.
That came out wrong.
Hey, that's how it says it in the video.
Oh boy.
But here we are. We found the secret underneath the mall.
It's just a guy that has been playing Call of Duty for the past 34 hours. Jesus Christ. And his... Oh boy. Well, he looks unfazed. Like he has been playing like Call of Duty for the past 36 hours, sustaining himself on Mountain Dew and Doritos, and all the gas is emanating from him.
Well, to answer your question about Chuck, that's just his resting bitch face. He can't help it.
Oh, they're gonna have a rave.
Kind of, yeah.
What the?
Anyway, it's a good thing I can't hear this. Does it sound good for you, Gok?
It doesn't sound as bad as it does for him. The beat was just too much for them. Blew their minds. When you can't handle the DJ's beat.
Okay, let's get this bunch done. We're almost at capacity, and we gotta get these damn bees ready for shipping out. Let's get this straggler.
Making yourself a bit too visible, buddy.
Well, it's a good thing that's labeled gas with a little gas mask and not, you know, actual chemical warning symbols. Coffee creamer is also one of the other good healing items in this game. I think it usually heals as much as orange juice, but orange juice is more common and better.
Merc assault rifle.
Anyway, we need this blast frequency gun because it's a combo item, and I plan to make all the combo items and show them off.
Gotta drink my smoothie.
Yeah, you know, it's sort of like doing a quick dab, but like you kill someone, then you take a sip of a beer.
Fully mature. We are exceeding estimates. You should call the doctor and let him know that we're going to start preparing the harvest for shipping.
I'm impressed they haven't heard any of the shooting.
Yeah.
Well, they were in sort of like a bunker, so...
Absorption of the compound is at 80% of ideal, and maturation rates are 10 times normal. The harvest is going according to...
Hey, Poindexters! Who the hell are you? You're not supposed to be in here!
Well, four guys with automatic rifles couldn't take me down, so obviously two scientists with handguns should be able to do it.
Now, what did you learn from this? Oh, there is a very unorganized screen. His desktop area is like...
Phenotrans? Oh, you bastards.
He understands what that means?
A phenotrans?
Yeah, like... Because I don't understand what that means.
It's the name of the pharmaceutical company that makes Zombrex in this universe.
Just to rub salt in the wound, he's just going to finish the guy's coffee.
Yeah.
It would be funnier if he was still alive.
Yeah, and he just scolded his crotch.
Just really rub salt in the wound. Do you know what that does?
Nope, but it's in the on position, so obviously that's a bad thing. Yeah, we'll take another blast frequency gun, because why not?
Yeah.
This is a special type of elevator where one side of the elevator is to open the door and the other side is to actually choose the floor you want.
Yeah. Have you ever answered a phone like that?
Where you stick it up to your neck? No,
No, where
but...
you just say yeah.
If I'm really annoyed with the person and I know that they're calling, then maybe. But no, I thought you were gonna go on about the positioning of where he had it, where it was like up to his neck, like he had it on speakerphone, like a boomer does. Have you ever seen that where?
No.
Oh, my dad does it all the time, where he will put the phone on speaker and then put the phone right up to his mouth anyway and start speaking into it, and it's like, what's the point? Now you're just annoying everybody by having everyone in on your fucking conversation. But anyway.
Oh dear. What you gonna make now?
Well, we take the amplifier and we put it onto the blast frequency gun to make a super blast frequency gun.
Oh my! Can you mix more than two? You can mix more than two? Whoa!
See? Super blast frequency.
Is it are you playing on New Game Plus or this is the...
Oh yeah, this is New Game Plus.
Okay.
Because there is a leveling system, and as you can see on the top left corner, I'm level 50. With over $2 million.
How easy it is to get max level? How easy it is to get max level in one playthrough?
In one playthrough, if you're doing everything pretty well and rescuing survivors and everything, you could get up into like the mid-40s. So, it's probably not too difficult, but like, you know, it's... If you're at 50 right off the gate, it's a lot easier to just get everything said and done, you know?
Yeah, it's usually about the level I am when I finish a Final Fantasy game. But I also do a lot of grinding.
Yeah, I think 50 or 60 is usually where a lot of Final Fantasy games end, even if you do like not even hardcore grinding, just like playing the game normally.
Okay. I think I was in like, well, I did a lot of grinding, and I think I was up to level 40 something on when I finished, and I know I was around that level when I did Final Fantasy V.
Behind everything.
Phenotrans? But they make Zombrex.
You two just
Yeah.
calm down a minute here. This one's been feeding us claptrap since you all got here. Now look, we're all under a lot of stress. Seeing things out of the corners of our eyes, imaginary stuff.
There's nothing imaginary about this.
Nothing
Yeah, why
imaginary
would it-
about this. It's a ball.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently the woman is failing to connect the dots of why would the pharmaceutical company that makes
I'll tell you.
zombie vaccine want more zombies?
Yeah, and she's going to explain it right here.
Zombrex like they used to. But now zombies are back, and even the military can't stop them. There are probably lineups at every pharmacy in the country, all for Zombrex. They're making a killing off this.
Okay, so listen to me. So,
Are you telling me that pharmaceutical companies aren't doing this for our own good?
to drive up their...
I just cannot believe this.
This is just crazy.
We have to get this information out. We have to take these bastards down. I found this down there, too.
I'll call my station. They'll send help.
Wow, the brightness on her just went way up. Whoa!
Real
Anyway,
shame. She was a 10 out of 10. Now
Yeah.
she's a 9.
Looks like you finally got your story. Too bad you won't be getting that award, though.
But yeah, good job figuring out the plot twist.
You're on their payroll.
uh,
Yeah. You were supposed to die in the outbreak, Chuck.
they were just...
All of you were supposed to die.
Yeah, they were just not being subtle enough with the setup for him.
So no one will find the bullets in your bodies.
I mean, to be fair, it's a Capcom game. They're not exactly good on subtlety or writing or, you know, any of those things.
I am gonna enjoy this.
Gameplays are usually good.
Kids say these things, don't they?
Chuck, you can't let him escape.
I love how your little girl doesn't even flinch when you start shooting at people.
Well, yeah, because
She's probably expecting that from her dad.
yep. But with that, we will have to end it here. Leave you guys on a bit of a cliffhanger. So, hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you all next time. Have a nice night.
Bye bye.